never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New Orleans Saints. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now a play fake here on first down. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18. And a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 28 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Check, Panthers. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Perry. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Williams will score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Here's Walker to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easy.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at the Saints' defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Nothing to score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to DK Metcalf. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
60.
They'll drop to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Hayward in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Cut 19. Buffalo 18.
He'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Saints at 500 at 6-6, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On the jump.
Touchdown, Saints! Chris Olave with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now quickly here to Smith-Njigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And now an audible here into something else. A quick throw out to Lockett. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
They go play action here on first down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw here. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Donald Parham, 45 yards. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
19, 18.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently second in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital, because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
19 Lions. Go Champs. Go Champs. Hurt, hurt. Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Past the 20. Front, touchdown. A big play there. 42 yards. And the Saints are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Come on.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Olave motioning to the left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Saints continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Okay, ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he goes out right around the 39. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. To the right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Go, Reed, go. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Okay, quick! Unlock line! Unlock line! Riggs. Ready.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a couple. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 39 yards. And the Seahawks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he returns this to the 22. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
60 Bobcats, 18, Pioneer. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Panther 11. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
18 Rattler. 79 Broncos.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
19 tight. Go.
They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Saints. Kevontae Turpin
27 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Sly on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Lorenzo Carter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at it that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together. as that brings up another 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
DK Metcalf with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now down to 20. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
They'll set up a throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
Now they'll shift things around.
Mustang 19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Now he's loose again.
And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards.
I'll tell you what, he's got 2 touchdowns on the ledger already, and that very well could have been a 3rd. They have had absolutely no answer for him defensively, and he's just run free all game long.
A real real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Outright to Smith and Jigba. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. And, oh, boy, nobody wants to see this. That's the running back, Kenneth Walker, who appears to be injured. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional.
Touchdown! Chris Olave, 27 yards. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
First down, Seahawks.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
70.
He'll drop to throw. This complete to Lockett. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
70 Rangers. Back to 60. 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
60 Maverick.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Saints will have the football back.
Okay, ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Get it! 60 Eagles!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Now back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. These guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They lost 2, and it brings up 4.
An audible here to get a new look.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Come on.
This 2nd and 4.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Got it. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Fighting his way through contact. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as